Breaking news, the Ohio State-Michigan football game is not happening. But that's all right. I'm here to talk about basketball. Welcome to Quick Hits. I am Josh Baker. You might not have noticed it yet, but I did. College basketball is back. And while it might not be in full swing, for God's sake, it's something new to talk about. So it's only a few games into the season. I want to get you up to date. The top three teams in the country are as follows. Gonzaga is 3-0 and ranked number 1. 3-0 Baylor is number 2, and 3-0 Iowa is number 3. Trust me, it feels just as weird telling you that those are the top 3 teams in the nation as it is for you to hear it and digest it. Meanwhile, Nova is ranked 9th, Duke is at number 10, and UNC is 16th. These fan bases must be so pissed off to see their teams are not at the top of the mountain to start the season. Meanwhile, perennial powerhouse Kansas is ranked number 5, so they're feeling pretty good. Which brings me to what keeps us all from jumping out of a 7th floor window in the middle of winter because, dear God, it's getting depressing around here. Our home state student athletes of the winter month, the unpaid heroes of the hardwood, Michigan and Michigan State. The number 4 team in the country is the Michigan State Spartans, and Tom Izzo has his boys off to a great start with a 5-0 record. One of those wins was against Duke at Duke. That's a pretty damn good win for early on in the season. It was at Duke with no Cameron Crazies. So no crowd to get all up in people's heads at the free throw line or anything like that. But a win is a win at Duke, especially since it was Sparty's first win at Duke ever. Now, on to the Michigan State Spartans lineup. Here we go. Foster Lawyer, Joshua Langford, Aaron Henry, Joey Hauser, a transfer from Marquette that has been just chomping at the bit to get playing time for a myriad of reasons, and Thomas Kithier are the names that you need to start getting familiar with. These guys could be drafted to the NBA. These guys could also be really big names come tournament time. Now, on to Ann Arbor. Juwan Howard's University of Michigan squad is unranked, peeking into the top 25, but not quite there yet with a 4-0 record. The schedule moving forward for Michigan does look a little bit like a cakewalk. As of right now, they don't have a ranked team until January 12th, and only 8 teams of their schedule are ranked all season long, with Sparty being 2 of those teams, and so is Wisconsin. Now, the lineup that you need to look out for from Michigan is Eli Brooks, Mike Smith, Franz Wagner, Isaiah Livers, and Austin Davis. These are the starting 5 poised to put Michigan in the top 25 by mid-season, according to, well, me. We don't get to see Michigan and Michigan State square off against each other until February 6th in Ann Arbor. Let's just hope that both teams are undefeated going into that one, as it looks that they should be. They also finished the regular season in a face-off in East Lansing. That should be a huge game going into the postseason. I can see both Michigan and Michigan State going into the Final Four this season. Both teams play amazing team ball. Both squads buy into what their coaches are preaching, and both teams have a schedule that lean towards ramping up around playoff time, which is always good for a squad going into the playoffs. This is good news for all of us. Both squads are fun to watch. Both squads can give us hope for not only winning seasons, but can hint towards winning it all. Who knows if we're even going to have March Madness? Damn you, COVID! Who knows if we're even going to have a Big Ten tournament? Damn you, COVID! But one thing is for sure. The college basketball roller coaster ride has begun. And it's going to take us into March with these two teams who will be worth watching, who will be a breath of fresh air, that actually smells like winning. Does anybody remember what winning tastes like? This is Quick Hits, and I am Josh Baker. It's not all hand jobs and lollipops in local college basketball. I love me some Oakland University, I'm telling you. But they're 0-6, and that ish ain't good. And 0-2 ain't good for Detroit Mercy either. Get together, boys!